Well, Reagan, let's start with first things first. Keep it easy for you. How was Paris?
Really, really fun.
Yeah.
I know that's a basic answer, but it's true. It's always really fun to see a new place, first of all, compete on an international level in front of thousands of people. That's really fun too. But it's also fun to be with like your Team USA teammates and train with girls who I normally compete against from all across the country and just spend 5 weeks around each other 24/7. That's the thing that I look forward to the most because I feel like that's an opportunity to build really good bonds and relationships with these people. And now I won't get to see them again for months. So I think that's like the specialist part to me. But of course, seeing a new country, I'd never been to France before, being around people from all parts of the world in the Olympic Village was so special too. And then of course competing in front of that crowd is like so unreal. So a lot of cool things about the experience.
I know before you left, when you and I spoke, you mentioned you wanted to complete the medal collection.
Yeah.
You're wearing it right now. What does that gold medal mean to you?
It means a lot. And to do it on the very last event of the entire competition was very special. Like we went out with a bang, big time. And yeah, like you said, so now I have 2 golds, 5 silvers, and a bronze. So it's a saying it out loud, I'm very proud of it. It's a really impressive haul for me to recognize, because I feel like I don't ever really take a lot of time to like soak in and acknowledge the things that I've been so blessed to be able to accomplish, and so I have a lot to be proud of. But yes, very, very, very happy to finally come home with the gold, and again, to do it on the very last event of the competition was like super cool.
I know your first Olympic experience, your family wasn't able to be there with you.
Yeah.
This time around, a little bit different. What did it mean to you to have them there with you?
Oh, it meant so much, because I know how hard it was for all of my family members having to sit on their couches at home in Tokyo and watch me across the world. Because the Olympics, they're once every 4 years, and it's never a sure thing if you're going or not. You know, like that very well could have been my only Olympic experience, Tokyo, and then they would have never had the opportunity to watch me ever. So they all really wanted to jump on this opportunity, and so my mom, my dad, and my stepmom, they were all there supporting me, and I got to spend a lot of time with them, which was really special. And they went to every single session. They didn't miss any of my races, and getting to hug them during the medal ceremony was so special, because in Tokyo you couldn't hug anyone, couldn't see anyone, because you had to be social distancing from people. So it was very, very nice. So in a lot of ways, it was like this was my first Olympic experience, because that's what the Olympics should be every single time. And Tokyo was just so not like that. So it was very special.
You reflect on your journey to where you are today. What are you most proud of?
I think I'm most proud of not like anything specific that I've accomplished. I would say like the development of my mental relationship with swimming is what I'm most proud of, because I joined the sport when I was like 8 years old, and I feel like when you're a kid, you like things when you're good at them, at least for me. Like I became addicted to swimming or fell in love with it because I was winning all the time. And that's fun when you're a kid. You like the attention, you like the praise. It's fun to get medals and trinkets and recognition. Like that's just something that I feel like humans inherently enjoy. But you're not always gonna win. And growing up, like as a teenager, if I wouldn't win a competition or something, or if I lost a race, it was really hard on me. And I think that's a good thing because it pushes you and helps you stay hungry. But also, I had to realize like, yeah, you're not always going to win. So how can you still feel satisfaction and like contentment with where you're at in relation to your sport or career, I suppose. I think this can be applicable to a lot of different aspects of life. But how can you learn to still enjoy what you're doing, even if it's not going your way all the time, like in all aspects? And I think over these past few years, and probably really just the last year, I've been able to more so adopt that mindset fully and still really enjoy what I was doing, even if I wasn't getting all of the attention or like things weren't going exactly the way that I wanted them to. And I think that's part of the reason why Tokyo was so much more difficult for me, because I really wanted to win. And I came away with 2 silvers and a bronze, which is such an incredible feat, but I didn't let myself enjoy any of it, I don't think, because I was so frustrated that I didn't come away with a gold. And I think now it's like, okay, I didn't win any individual gold medals. I have 2 relay golds, and I have 3 individual silvers. And I think this was a fear of mine for so long that like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to win an individual gold medal? And now that I've been through 2 Olympics without any individual golds, I think me a couple of years ago would have been crushed by that and probably would have wanted to quit and walk away. But I had so much fun in Paris, and sure, I would have loved it to go a slightly different way than it did, but that didn't taint my experience, which is really great because it did last time. And if I want to be in the sport till I'm 30 years old, that's my ultimate goal, right? Like I'd love to ultimately be able to go to LA, the LA Games in 28, and then go to Sydney in 2032. Granted, there's a lot that could change between then and now, so don't hold me to anything. But if I want to be in the sport till I'm 30, that could potentially be a very long time to be miserable, right? Like if you're not doing everything that you want to do. So I found a lot of love for the sport outside of just winning, which is the most important thing to me.
2 more quick ones for you.
Yeah.
You mentioned LA. How excited are you for that? But at the same time, do you have to manage and have a little patience right now?
Yes, definitely have patience. I'm so excited for the opportunity to compete on a home field. And now granted, of course, like there's a lot that can change between then and now, so who knows where I'll be when I'm 26, but thinking about that possibility is incredible, and having it be in SoFi Stadium in front of, I think it can hold like 35,000 people. That would be crazy. And I want to be there and I want to be a part of it. But at the same time, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because 4 years is a very long time. And I know like right now in this moment, for example, I think very understandably and normally like struggling with motivation. Like I want to soak in this break that I'm sitting in right now. I love swimming so much, but I know that I need to take some time away from it in order to appreciate it fully and respect it and be excited to get back into it. Like I don't just want to be like, okay, LA is the next thing. I need to, be 100% all in starting right now today, because I think that's not going to get me to where I need to be. So I'm going to enjoy this time off right now and like take things slow and get excited for it as it comes closer, because I know all I have right now is time.
Last one for you. For all the youth swimmers here in the state of Minnesota that look up to you, what would be your biggest piece of advice to them?
I would say enjoy like a balance with it and find other things that you enjoy about it other than like being the best or getting certain goal times or XYZ, like things related to performance, because that's really important. And I think it's important to have goals and to set goals and to want to be the best that you can be. So don't ignore that for sure, but also really lean into like building your relationships with your teammates on the teams and forming really good friendships with them, building important relationships with your coaches and your staff, and just like enjoying the process. But I also understand that when you're a kid, that's like impossible to do. So, because I didn't do that as a kid, and I don't know if I could go back and do that now, even knowing everything that I know. But I think that's the advice that I'd give. Really lean into things that aren't completely performance-based. There's a time and a place for that, absolutely. So don't ignore it, don't neglect it, but don't have that be your sole focus, because then I think you'll find a lot more fulfillment. But again, easier said than done. I get it.